as we conclude Sefer Vayikra, the last parasha Bechukotai. So the first words of the pasuk, beginning of the parasha, says, Im Bechukotai telechu. You should follow, if you follow my commandments. So we have a question over here. So why does it say to follow my commandments? Why doesn't it say if you observe my commandments, if you do them? Why does it have to tell me you have to follow my commandments? Just tell me to do the commandment. To answer the question, we go to a midrash about David HaMelech. And so the midrash says, one day, David HaMelech, he woke up in the morning and he said, Ribono shel olam, you made my leg go toward the Bet Knesset, and my desire was to go somewhere else. My desire was to do something else. So basically, it says that David HaMelech woke up. He said, Ribono shel olam. He said that you made me not go. You told me you made my leg go to the Bet Knesset. You made my leg go there. So already we have 3 questions on this midrash. Number 1, how could David HaMelech's desire be to go somewhere else, not learning? Why would he want to even do that? What's the point of that? Why does he have to go? And his desire wasn't to learn. He was one of the biggest tzaddikim. How could this be? So the second question is, why does it say that his leg was basically dragged there? Obviously, we know we need your brain to tell you if you want to walk there. Well, it sounds like he just without just getting dragged there. That no one's dragging him, but it looks like he's dragging himself somehow. It makes no sense. How could he be doing this by his own? Why doesn't it just say that but his desire was to go to Bet Knesset, but Hashem made him. He was able to go to Bet Knesset. Why does that tell me his foot dragged him to Bet Knesset? What does this even mean? So the third question is, when you say Ribono shel olam, the master of the universe, when you say this, it means you're praying. You're praying to Hashem something. Now, what's David HaMelech really praying something here? He's just saying, Hashem made me go to Bet Knesset and learn instead of my other desires. I was dragged there. Is this a prayer or no? And if it is, how is it a prayer? So let's start with 2 of them. We start with why David HaMelech, his desire was to do something else and not learn. So let's start with a halakha. So the halakha says, there's a halakha. Let's say someone he needs help in something. If there's no one else to help him and you're learning, you have to close whatever you're learning, close the sefer, go and help him. So, now, how does this apply to what we're saying? How does this apply to this midrash? So basically what happened is, David HaMelech, he was praying to Hashem. Why? How was he praying to Hashem? He was saying, Hashem, I have a question over here. What should I do? There's people that need me out there because they have no one else to help me. A king, he knows everyone's problems. David HaMelech was a king, so he knew a lot of all the people, they needed this and this and this help. But his question was to Hashem, do I need to go and help him? Or is someone else already helping him? If someone else is already helping him, then I don't have to go. I could stay in the Bet Knesset and learn. I don't have to go. Someone else will go help the guy if he needs to go to the hospital or anything. If he needs to go, let someone else do it. I'm okay with it. But if there's no one to go, then I have to go. So I asked Hashem, what am I supposed to do? I don't know. Do I go or do I stay? This is what it means when it says that his desire was something else, but he got dragged to the Bet Knesset. So why does it say that his leg was dragged to the Bet Knesset? It sounds like he's not even using his head or something. He's just doing it. Like his body's just controlling itself. So, the answer is that you look at the big tzaddikim. When they go to do mitzvah or do something else, a good thing, learn Torah, go help someone, when they do this, they're so used to doing it. It's just like they're getting dragged there. So they just automatically go there. It's like you don't need a thought to be able to go and help someone or to learn. It's just gonna happen right like that. Big tzaddikim are like that. They don't need, if they're going to do something good automatically, they don't even have to think it. Their body's already going to do it. They go. They're going to shul. They don't even have to think, should I go to shul or not? Or they don't even think, one time should I go to shul? It just happens. So there was once a story that there was a rabbi, big rabbi. He took a surgery. Okay, so now after the surgery, all his students, they're waiting for him to wake up. They're waiting and waiting. He's not waking up. He's saying, what's going on over here? Why is he not waking up? They try to do everything, try to get him to wake up, but he's not waking up. So what's going on over here? All of a sudden, the rabbi's son walks in. And the rabbi's son says, I know what to do. So he goes to his koracha with his tefillin and talit. He takes out the tefillin and he puts it on his head. All of a sudden, he wakes up. So how does this happen? All the students ask, How did you know this is gonna happen? How? Why would he wake up from putting on tefillin? What's so special? How did he even wake up? He was not even moving. He was just sleeping before. He tried everything. He wasn't waking up. How come he woke up? Because the rabbi's son answered him. It's because whenever you're not allowed to sleep with tefillin. And therefore, since this big rabbi, once he had the tefillin on his head, he woke up. Because you're not allowed to sleep with tefillin on. When you have tefillin, you can't sleep. So therefore, the rabbi just woke up like that. So we see, even someone who doesn't even realize what he's doing. He's sleeping. He's not doing anything, like his brain's off, and it just automatically happens. Anything else didn't work, but the tefillin worked because he knows, and his body's so used to knowing that he's not allowed to sleep with tefillin on. And once the tefillin went on him, he woke up. So here, basically what happened is he woke up without thinking it through. There's another story. Once upon a time, there was a young boy, he's a big tzaddik, he learns a lot, religious, righteous kid. So he was sleeping, and then his father, he walks in with a couple of his friends, and they see him sleeping, and they're all saying, "Let's not wake him up, he's sleeping." So then what happened was, so one of his friends, they wanted to wake him up. So he took a string and he put it in his ear. So now, what happens if you would do that and you're sleeping? You would scratch your ear, right? Literally, you go like this. So what happened? The boy, he grabbed his shirt and he itched his ear like that. Why did he do this? Why didn't he just itch it like that? Because if you do itch your ear with your hand, you're making yourself tameh. Therefore, you're gonna need to do netilat yadayim. Since you're gonna need to do netilat yadayim, the boy, he grabs his shirt and it touched his shirt. It didn't touch his hand. He itched it with his shirt. So, therefore, nothing happened. He didn't have to do netilat yadayim. Even if he's asleep again, it can happen with anyone. If you're very righteous, you're used to it. You know, even a young boy could do this. Anyone can go out, be someone big, and he's just so used to doing it. So what happened with David HaMelech is simply, when he got dragged, why did he get dragged to Bet Knesset? Because Hashem's trying to tell him, you know, someone over there is already going to help him. You're gonna make, whenever you have very, very big tzaddik, I'm talking the great ones, they have a certain closeness to Hashem. They basically understand what Hashem's saying without even thinking in their head. their body just does what Hashem tells them, though they don't know what they're supposed to do. They may think one thing and the opposite happens. That's what's going to happen. So they don't know what's going on. That's very big Sadiqim. This is like David HaMelech. So basically the answer here was that to end this question on David HaMelech, he just walked to the Bet Knesset because there was already someone else to help him. That was basically the sign of Hashem trying to tell David HaMelech, you could learn Bet Knesset. Someone else is over there is gonna go help him, so don't worry about it. So also we can go back where Avraham Avinu, he went to slaughter his son Ishaq when he was going to. Hashem went and told him, go slaughter Ishaq. So what's the pasuk over there say? That Avraham, he sent his hand to take the knife. Why does it say he sent his hand? It sounds like that he didn't even need to think it. Just tell me he took the knife to go slaughter Ishaq. Why do you have to tell me sent his hand? Go and slaughter Ishaq. It basically is the same answer as we gave before. But what happened here is he didn't have to think to do it. He just happened. He just grabbed the knife. And now it comes time to go slaughter Ishaq. And Avraham Avinu is getting ready to slaughter Ishaq. So he sends his hand to grab the knife, and now he starts trying to kill Ishaq as a korban for Hashem. So he does so. He's going to. But what happened here was he had to struggle in order to push the knife. His head was thinking, I have to do this for Hashem. Hashem commanded me. Go. I have to go kill Ishaq, my son. But on the other hand, his body was pulling back from it. Because Hashem is basically, he's so close, in fact, to Hashem, that he didn't even realize that Hashem's trying to tell him, your past tests, don't do it. That's why Avraham Avinu had to struggle to try and kill Ishaq. But he didn't kill him, but he struggled to try to get to kill Ishaq. This pushing back and forth is very hard for him. We see it's a little bit more complicated this, but basically his brain was telling him that I have to go kill Ishaq because Hashem told me. But he was so close to Hashem that his body automatically just did what Hashem wanted him to do without him knowing it. So therefore he was just pulling back, though he didn't want to. Now that's the first thing of this parasha. Now the next thing of the parasha starts talking about peace. If you have peace with your friend, your neighbor, if you go and do the commandments, you'll have peace in everything. Peace with your friend, with your neighbor, with everyone, you'll have peace. Then, after that, it starts talking about all the things you'll get if you observe Hashem's commandment. So the question is, why does it say you'll have all peace and all of a sudden jump, you're gonna get the food, you're gonna get the grain, the money, you're gonna get everything. if you do my commandments. Why it goes from peace, jumping to something else. Jumps, oh, now you have to go give money, and you get money if you observe my commandments, and everything. So Rashi says that what this means is, why these things, what do they have to do with each other? A person can, if he doesn't have money, he doesn't have money, he doesn't have his clothing, his food, whatever he doesn't have, there is no peace. You won't have peace without those things. Now really, there's two ways you can understand this. And it really depends on what. It depends on how you use it. You can use it as one way, like Rashi is saying, that whenever you don't have anything, you won't have peace. If you don't have money, you won't have peace. But think about it the opposite way. You have peace if you have money, if you have whatever it is, you have money, you have clothing, your food, you have your house, you have everything you need. So what's the simple difference here? Basically opposite. So what's going on over here? So the first one that she says that you have to, if you don't have money, food, or anything, you don't have peace. The second one, if you'll have peace if you have the money and whatever else. Simple difference here is, when it's saying you don't have something, if you don't have this and that, A to Z, ABC, and then you're gonna be upset with your life. But someone who he's in peace, if he has his money, his wealth, everything, then it's fine. So there's another question. Who does it refer to when it says you have peace with someone? With who? It can't be that you have peace with your enemies. Why? Because the enemy, it already mentions you will not fight against your enemy. So obviously you're already having peace with him. So what does it mean you have peace? It sounds like it's repeating itself. So the answer is, if you have peace with your friend, you have peace with your friend. Now, the question here is, won't you already have peace with your friend? What's going on? How could it be that you don't have peace with your friends? You do. If you have a friend, you're peaceful with him. Even if you argue, you're friends. At least you'll make up. So what's going on? Why does it say, what does it mean, peace? With who? And with what? To answer this, we go to a statement, in fact, David HaMelech's son made, Shlomo HaMelech. So Shlomo HaMelech, he said this statement. if one has money, he will never be satisfied with his life. One who has a lot of money, wants more and more money, he'll never be satisfied with his life. He'll never be happy. So what does this mean exactly? So if one wants money, he wants everything. He wants to buy his couches, the tables. He wants to paint the room, the house, the floors. He wants to buy the carpet. He wants to get his expensive clothes, his jacket, and everything. Who's this guy? This guy, he's someone that just wants more and more and more. This guy just keeps on wanting more. It never ends. Just after he gets everything, he already has what he needs, but he just wants more. He wants to have everything. That's his goal, to have everything. Even if he wouldn't use it, he wants to make sure he gets a bigger house. He wants to get a better job. He wants more money. He wants more things. So the obvious thing, what's wrong with this guy is, this guy, he's obviously not going to be satisfied with his life, not be happy, because all he's going to want is something more, and more. This guy is just never going to stop wanting more. This guy won't stop till he's number one. After he's number one and being the most rich, this guy is not going to be number one. He's going to say, I still need more. Why? I have to be the richest of all time. This guy just keeps on going. This guy is not happy because he wants to keep on going. The only place he'll be happy if he's number one, if he's the best. Even if he dies already, let's say this guy passed away, he's gonna be like to himself, oh, I should have got this and that, I should have done more. He's not gonna be happy when he dies. So basically, now there's two ways you can understand this, and it depends on what you do. So the first way is, like we just said, you want the money, you want the clothes, the couches, the windows, the TV, air conditioners. You want everything. That's someone that he is not gonna be happy. Just keep on getting more and more in Olam Hazeh, this world. Now what about if it was Olam Haba? For Torah, very different. You have to do the opposite. How do you do the opposite? When it comes to Torah, you have to be thirsty for more knowledge, to get more, to know more, to learn more. You have to make sure, get more Torah, more, get more knowledge of Torah. Experience more Torah. This is a big difference, because someone who, in this world, let's say a goy guy, in this world he just he just going here, he just wants all the money, all the flus, and this guy, he just spending it, trying to become the richest. First of all, we know you only should compete against yourself, which means, make it short, a good example here is, let's say you're in a gym, working out, and you lost, like, you worked out for 1 hour, so you say to yourself, I have to work longer than that. I can't just go and be like, oh, I can't just be like, that's it, I'll just stay at an hour. I want to go further than that. I want to go hour 15 minutes, hour 30 minutes, so on, so forth. And the Goyim people, they just compete against people. Like, they just say, oh, look at me. I just want to be the best in everything. That's why I want to be number one. I want to have all the money in the world. And that's it. Once I get there, I just still want more. And he's not going to be happy with his life. When it comes to Torah, the difference is that you are going to be happy about it. Not going to be sad. Not going to be like, this is not a waste of your life. Something that helps you for the next world. Mainly. This world also, but also the next world. Everyone has this bug inside of them. What's this bug? This bug is get more and more and more. This bug, someone who's basically greedy person, wants more and more. Even us, everyone's born with that. They're always gonna want stuff, no matter what. You can't be, you don't want anything. So the big test here is, what we have to do is transfer that bug from the physical world to the spiritual world. Which means, like we just said, don't spend all your wants and your needs on this world. Who needs this world? Whatever you have, be happy with. The next world, you're going to want to gain more. Just get as much as you can. Grab as much information as possible. This was David HaMelech, a person who's very big tzaddik, and he went to the Bet Knesset because Hashem made him dragged there. We see, and David HaMelech, he was happy with what he had. He didn't expand, he didn't grow bigger in the physical world, but the spiritual world, he just went for it. Here's a good example with David HaMelech. One time, Shemuel chasing David HaMelech. We know what happens. So, we know David HaMelech, he sees Shaul. Shaul. And Shaul, so David HaMelech bows down to him after all this chasing and everything. It didn't end there, but so David tells him, Hashem made me in front of you, and I'm the bad person, you're the good one. That's why Hashem, he sent me to you. So what after this, so there was one thing David HaMelech said, I can't forgive you for. What was it? You wasted my time of Torah. I had to be running away from you. You gave me less time to go and learn Hashem's Torah. And therefore, that's the only thing I can't forgive you for. Everything else, try to chase me and kill me, okay. That's fine. But I won't forgive you for something that you made me lose out on. I could have been someone having a lot more reward, learning. But you made me waste my time by running away from you. I had no choice. This is what it means. Make sure you are greedy in the spiritual world. Make sure get as much knowledge as possible. Get everything you want in the spiritual world. Do as much here to get there. But everyone should be happy with what they have. You don't have to keep on building and building and building. If you have a house, say Baruch Hashem. Look below you. Don't look above you. Which means, if you see someone above you, someone who's richer than you, someone who has more than you, say to him, look at this guy. He has way more than me. I have to get more. I have to get more. And that makes you depressed. Therefore, look below you, which means look at someone who doesn't have what you have. Look at someone who doesn't have a house. Look at someone who's living in the streets. See all these people? Look at them. Hazith people. Say Baruch Hashem. Look what we have. We have a house. We have a bed. We don't have to sleep outside like them. This is what it means that you'll have peace with your friends, which means you are going to be happy with what you have. And you're going to be able to not focus on the physical world, but the spiritual world. And B'ezrat Hashem, we'll continue working on the spiritual world, just growing Torah in that world only, growing in what we have in that world, not in this world. This world, we may get rewards, we may have some stuff, but the main world is the next one. We're gonna live there for long. We're gonna be there for longer than this world, and we should continue to go and do more mitzvot, grow in Torah, and be thirsty for the Torah, just like David HaMelech, and many others too. And I just want you to go, and you don't have to go make so much money, change your house. Be happy with what you have. That's it. That's all you need. That's how you conclude Sefer Vayikra.